On the world news tonight, Rivers State government announced in commemoration of Nigeria's 63rd independence. Federal government inaugurates devices to observe 2023 World Health Day, plus Minister directs to visit immigration offices nationwide for collection. Good to have you on the world news tonight. My name is Ibigoni Kalio. Welcome. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can watch RSTV News live on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV Channel 22 Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Secretary to the state government, Dr. Tamidan Agogo, has announced that activities in commemoration of Nigeria's 63rd Independence Day celebration in the state have commenced. The SSG, during inspection of the parade and march past at the Sharks Football Stadium, the celebration commenced with a Jumat prayer on Friday at the First Central Mosque in Port Harcourt Township. He said an interdenominational church Thanksgiving service will hold on Sunday, 1st October at St. Paul's Cathedral, Diobo, Port Harcourt. Furthermore, the Independence Day Parade March Past will hold on Monday, 2nd October at the Sharks Football Stadium in Port Harcourt Township, axis of the state, at 10 a.m. He noted that His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, the Governor of Rivers State, will inspect the guard of honor. He enjoined invited guests to be seated at 9:30 a.m. for all the events. Now, to ensure citizens live healthy lives, the members of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Rivers State branch have taken the free medical services to Opobonkoro local government area to mark this year's Pharmacy Week. Godspar Anele reports that more than 1,000 people were screened for various medical examinations. His report.
Chairman, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Rivers State Branch, Promise Enyi, explained that pharmacists are a group of healthcare professionals licensed with the responsibility of dispensing prescription drugs, monitoring its interactions, administering vaccines, and counseling patients on the usage of drugs with the aim of serving humanity diligently. That informed PSN to use the Pharmacy Week to reach out to those living in the urban and remote areas of the state with free medication, dental and eye checks, counseling, consultation, hepatitis screening, and provision of free eyeglasses, among others. Pharmacist Enyi, while expressing satisfaction with the level of turnout of the people of Upobo Kingdom for the free medical outreach, advised them to avoid self-medication rather than visiting the hospital monthly for such medical examinations.
The whole idea is to let people know that there are good intentions, there are things government has put in place, come and use it, instead of going to patronage quacks, and let the people know that government has done well for them. There is orderliness in the place. It's my advice to the Opobo community and the citizens of Rivers State that government-owned facilities are built for you. Please go there. You can be sure of quality healthcare delivery to you.
Other members of the society who spoke with me shared their opinions.
The community so far has been very receptive. We have been able to dispense to over 250 patients so far.
And we have the consulting area. We have optometry. So we have checking the eyes and giving glasses to people who need glasses. We have them that are consulting and doing scaling and polishing.
Doing both preventive medicine, educating them on how to of their health, and we intend to evaluate all children who perhaps have missed their routine immunization.
The beneficiaries were not less of the appreciation of the PSM.
At least the PSM has given them what they need to obtain, both in terms of cash, in terms of giving them drugs. Operations I can see is ongoing. I owe a big thank you. Continue to partner with them. We'll trust their services and also them, and we'll continue to tell them thank you for the one we have.
Because as I arrived here, I didn't put drugs with money. They gave me free.
Now I told them my complaints and they gave drugs. So I'm happy. May the good Lord bless the PSM.
God's power Anele, RSTV.
The chairman of the Local Government Council, Onengie George, has said his vision and mission to make Asalga a safe haven through the administration of good governance. The chairman did this in a media parley with men at the council headquarters, Buguma. Emmanuel Emeong was there. The report is here presented from the studio.
Honorable George explained since inception of office as the council boss, Asalga has witnessed massive development and the empowerment of youths and women in the 15 communities of the local government area. He said the security of lives and property is the major priority of the administration, noting that the council will continue to work in synergy with stakeholders and relevant security agencies to ensure peace and unity in the area to attract more development. He maintained that Asari Toro is known and will continue to be peaceful. Hence, security measures has been put in place to ensure adequate protection for those living and doing business in the area, while ensuring inclusive and responsive governance that places Asalga first and improves the well-being of its citizenry. On the issue of oil theft, the chairman maintained that illegal oil bunkering activities is found in territory. Hence, they are law-abiding citizens and would not tolerate any illegal activities in the area.
As a government, we will continue to win the war against cultism, criminality, gangsterism, and abuse in our dear LGA. We will continue to support and work very closely with all security agencies to ensure security of and property in our territorial government area. We will continue to do regular security town halls to always sensitize people and make Asalga a place where people will sleep with their two eyes closed.
The chairman explained that the council has reformed Nigerian primary school owned by REIT through partnership intervention scheme with the Nigerian military, as well as provision of power supply in Buguma City and other communities in the local government area. He said with the support of stakeholders in the council, they were able to provide portable water, among others. This is said within the effect of economic hardship on the people. He commended the Rivers State Governor, Bara, and the former governor, Nyesumezemo, for the developmental stride in the state. He called on Rivers people to continue to support the nation and continuity agenda.
Also succeed in providing power supply community within the area through the procurement and of prepaid meter to all transformer in the LGA, 5 kVA transformer in Okrama community, Boko and Sangama electricity, installation of brand new 30 horsepower in sumo pump and a 100 kVA generator set, water station in Edo, Abalama power water project, renovation of full secretariat and chairman's lodge, payment students grants to over 300 undergraduates and post students.
The Ministry of Education should create a directorate of school improvement responsible for the coordination of schemes and plans of improvement in secondary schools as a school she prepares, submits and defends schools improvement each year. These were some of the submissions provided by the 49th inaugural lecturer of educational management in the Ignatius University of Education, Professor Ugochukwu Agi. God's points that the topic was the primary internal mechanisms for the development of Nigeria's secondary education system in the 21st century.
Other recommendations proffered by Professor Agi include that school principals should possess certificates in educational administration and at least a master's degree, and a BA administration should be introduced into the curriculum of the Department of Educational Management specialist course to prepare those who have chosen headship or school as a career. Professor Agi noted that quality education remains the bedrock of national development and pursued vigorously by stakeholders for the interest of the populace. According to University Dawn, school improvement is vital to the realization of lofty goals of secondary education in Nigeria and the internal mechanisms which include vision, mission, school development plan, use of accountable autonomy and partnership.
Every government, especially at the state level, put in place a development plan for school improvement. If you want your schools to do well in the 21st century, to be planned, and for your schools to be planned, a whole number of factors should be taken into consideration. The country must develop school development plan for school improvement, for secondary schools, for tertiary institutions, for all kinds of institutions in the country.
Acting Vice Chancellor Ignatius Ajiro University of Education, Professor Okechukwu Onichukwu, who was excited over the in-depth research and perfect passage of knowledge to enhance education in Nigeria, described Professor Agi as a great lecturer. He advocated for collaboration and the relevant educational agencies to heed to the recommendations to better the education system in Nigeria.
The most important thing he emphasized on is the development plan of every secondary school. He went on to recommend that the schools board should come out with a general development plan, which all the head teachers and all the boards in the school should key in and also develop their own plan. And he went forward to say that any school administrator without a degree in school administration shouldn't be an administrator, and also place a benchmark for such position. For somebody to be a principal, they should have at least a master's degree in school administration, and that will make our secondary schools better.
God's Power Anele, RSTV News.
Time to pay some bills, but just before we do that, do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It's a task we must accomplish. You can watch RSTV News on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV Channel 22 Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for update on our live feeds. Up ahead, 50 die, more injured in Pakistan's suicide attack. And in sports, Falconets sailed to the third round of 2024 Under-20 Women's World Cup in Colombia. Details of this and more in just a moment.
Omega Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut. It's a night where power is released. It's a night of solution. It's a night when God answers all your troubling questions. It's a night of great financial restoration. It's a night of total healing. It's a night to enjoy the benefits of serving God. Okay?
Friday, 29 September 2023.
Time 8 p.m. till dawn. It's a night vigil.
And Sunday, 1st October 2023.
Time come before 8 a.m. in the morning. Venue OPM Dr. Jesus City, Mbodo Alu, River State, Nigeria. Directions: as soon as you get to Rumokoro Junction, ask any taxi you're going to OPM new site at Alu called Dr. Jesus City. OPM Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
On behalf of the Emere Obo Osaro Ngofa family, His Royal Highness Chief Moses Mosu Osaro Ngofa, the Great Ngofa community, and the Opara Gogo Okolo Ebe family, all in Aleto Eleme in Rivers State, we announce with gratitude to God the passing of our husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and legend, Emere Obo Osaro Ngofa, the One Eta Aleto the 15th, who departed this world on August 30, 2023. The burial arrangements will be announced at a later date after due consultation. Signed, Dr. Nwosu Osaro Ngofa, announcer for the Emere Obo Osaro Ngofa family.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Good to have you join us again. Now, a victim of electric burn accident is appealing to well-meaning members of the public and organizations for the sum of 4 million naira to assist him undergo a surgical operation as prescribed by medical experts. He made the appeal during an interactive session with RSTV News in Port Harcourt. Nnamdi Olimini compiled the report, but we must warn the viewers' discretion should be observed.
Mr. Ikechukwu Ajizuogu is a native of Obiakpo, Ndokeni, Oyibo local government area of the state who had a serious electric fire burn recently. The father of 3 children is a victim of his profession who got involved in the accident in the course of his job. According to him, medical tests at the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital suggest that he needs the sum of 4 million naira for surgeries, which he cannot afford.
I had an accident where I was working. It was unfortunate that the brought light that was electrocuted. I was rushed to the nearby hospital in my community, which they treated me. Because I don't have money to take me to a bigger hospital where they will take care of me very well.
A medical report by the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital shows that the 52-year-old man was admitted for third-degree burns involving his trunk and limbs, affecting his mobility and basic functions. The medical facility requests that he should be granted all the necessary assistance he needs to aid his management.
I need to do surgery and other things. I'm dying, the pain is too much on me. Please, I'm begging the state government and the world individual to help me, for me to go to bigger hospital to treat myself. I have anybody to help me, and that's why I'm begging you to help me.
To reach the victim, please call the number 080-633-32511. Account number 304-6849-226. Bank First Bank. Account name Kingsley Ajizuogu, or contact River State Television for more inquiries. Nnamdi Olimini, RSTV News.
The federal government on Friday unveiled the Cardio Emergency Response Box, otherwise known as Automated External Defibrillator (AEDS), to respond to heart emergencies such as cardiac arrest. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, inaugurated the 3 devices in Abuja in commemoration of the 2023 World Heart Day. The theme for the celebration is Use Heart, No Heart. The day is set aside by the cardiovascular health community all over the world to raise awareness about the importance of the heart and promote preventive measures to reduce the global impact and burden of heart diseases. Party, who was represented by the Minister of State, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said the boxes, which were donated by the Nigeria Heart Foundation (NHF), will be deployed at appropriate designated high population areas such as airports. According to him, AEDS are portable life-saving medical devices used to revive sudden heart attacks. The Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS) has urged Nigerians who applied for international passports and are yet to collect them to visit the passport offices nationwide, as backlog has been cleared. Immigration spokesman Dotun Aridegbe A deputy controller of immigration who disclosed that they said the days of passport backlog are now over. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, had given the Nigerian Immigration Service NIS 2 weeks to clear the over 200,000 pending passport applications before it. The minister gave the order during a meeting with the acting Controller General of the NIS, Caroline Adepoju, immediately he resumed duties. He said the order was in fulfillment of his promise to remove all bottlenecks in the acquisition of Nigerian passport and other immigration documents. The police say at least 50 people have been killed and more than 50 injured in a suicide attack in Pakistan. The blast happened near a mosque in the southwestern Balochistan province on Friday as people gathered to celebrate the birth of the Prophet Muhammad. Officials in Balochistan have declared a state of emergency and no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. Meanwhile, a separatist blast has taken place at a mosque near Peshawar city. Footage from the scene in the Baloch city of Mastung showed injured people being rescued by emergency responders and locals. Balochistan's police chief Abdul Khalil Sheikh had confirmed the explosion was a suicide blast, said a senior police officer was also killed while trying to stop the attacker. Pakistan's Interior Minister Safaz Bukti said the blast was a very heinous act and condemned what he called the terrorist attacks in both areas. People in Eswatini, Africa's last absolute monarchy, are voting in parliamentary elections where candidates are not allowed to run for a political party. This is a first poll there since the 2021 deadly pro-democracy protest. Critics have dismissed the elections as a farce meant to legitimize the absolute monarchy. But King Mswati III has encouraged people to turn out to vote to ensure peace and stability is maintained. More than 500,000 people registered to vote and they will be electing 59 members of the lower house of parliament, but the MPs only have an advisory role and do not wield any tangible power in the country previously known as Swaziland. The 55-year-old king who inherited the throne in 1986, aged just 18, will select 10 more representatives. Ahead of the vote, some Swazis expressed skepticism that the elections would bring about change, as a parliament cannot criticize or take action against the executive or king. The king also appoints a cabinet, a prime minister and judges, approves laws proposed by parliament, and commands all of Eswatini's security forces. Nigeria's under-20 women team have advanced to the third round of the Africa qualifying series of 2024 World Cup set to take place in Colombia. This followed the withdrawal of the Mauritius under-20 women national team from the clash against the Falconets. According to a statement by the Nigeria Football Federation, the Mauritius Football Association has notified the Confederation of Africa Football about the withdrawal. The first leg was initially scheduled to hold next week in Saint Pereira, with the return leg scheduled for the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, on 14 October. Mauritius qualified for the second round of the qualifiers with a walkover of their own against Chad. Two teams will represent Africa at the 2024 Under-20 Women's World Cup in Colombia. At the 2022 edition in Costa Rica, the Falconets reached the qualifiers finals before 2-0 defeat to the Netherlands made them exit the tournament. Kenya's Faith Kipyegon will chase yet another world title and could set her fourth world record of 2023 at the inauguration World Road Running Championships. The 29-year-old, arguably the standout athlete of the year, will contest the women's mile on Sunday in Riga, Latvia. 5 world record holders will be in action among the 347 entered athletes who represent 57 nations. Global titles in the mile, 5 kilometer and half marathon will be contested at One Road Championships for the first time. All 6 elite races take place on Sunday alongside mass participation races over each of the 3 distances. To end the news, a recap of some of the major stories. The Rivers State government has announced activities in commemoration of Nigeria's 63rd independence. Federal government has inaugurated devices to commemorate the 2023 World Heart Day. We also brought you a report that passport applicants has been directed to visit immigration offices nationwide for collection of their passports. That's how we saw the world on the lenses of Double Two. Thank you for your time and do have a very beautiful evening.
This is RSTV World News. We bring